setting up for export. I want to show you here how we control the exports set up and coming out of the books, and I just want to illustrate that before I show you how to do it. So if I go into my invoices out and click again to go to the list, what we've got at the top of each column is a series of options which we can choose to say, I want this value to display in that column. So if I want my bank account to display in that column, obviously I haven't got one, let's say I want the due date to display in there, and my gross to display before my VAT, and then my net. You see, what I'm doing here is adjusting these columns, and I want to not have to bother doing that each time I come into the system. I want to find some way of storing this particular setup of the columns so that when I export, it will always send it out in that order to Excel. So that's what I'm trying to achieve here. So I'm going to go back to Preferences, and I'm going to click on the Export Preferences area, and I'll just bring that onto the stage here. Now if we look at this in list form, you can see there's a whole range of different export orders in here. So I'm going to adjust the one called cash book. That took me a long time to decide. I was about that long sound. Okay, what we've got here is a list of all of the fields which are going to appear in that export order on the list layout. And all we have to do is go in and say, I want field 9 to be the contact field, and field 10 to be the description field, etc. And if I take those out again, just by holding my shift key down as I select them, that field's going to return blank. And that's it. It's as simple as that. What it means when we've made these adjustments is when we go back to that particular area to do the export, it will bring in the values as we've set them there in that line.